And we are making a pizza cake today. I know you all are all excited for that. So first thing I'm doing is basically adding the extra little borderline edge on the pizza, the crust basically. And I just did that with buttercream. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge so that that cream hardens a little bit before I cover that with fondant. All right, so instead of covering the entire pizza with one large big fondant, because I'm going to be adding a lot of the toppings, as you would say, and that's a lot of fondant as well, I just went ahead and I made a long stretch and basically covered the edges of it. You're fine, it can be sloppy because it's gonna be covered in the cream or the sauce, basically. Now I am cutting out the toppings for the pizza. You guys can make whatever toppings you want. I'm making, obviously, black olives. Black olives are the easiest because you just use a circle cutter, then you use a straw to cut out the center, and you're pretty much done with that. What's up? I'm back. Okay, I'm making some green peppers. I love green peppers on my pizza. I love a vegetarian pizza, basically, but no onions. So just a green strip of fondant and cutting them into little squares. I'm gonna go ahead and add some brownish paint on it later just to give it the effect that it's been cooked. And mushrooms are kind of a little difficult, basically hand cutting them, brown piece of fondant. And again, I'm going to add some color to them later. Just dab at them with a napkin to make them look like they have been baked in the oven. Now for the crust. Basically, you're going to use some orange, some yellow, brown, dark brown, tad bit of like the copper tone color, like a skin tone color, and you need a bounty sheet because those things are strong. Otherwise, you're going to have little tissue particles all over your cake, and you don't want that. So a bounty sheet I found was the best paper towel roll. And I'm basically just adding the actual food coloring onto the napkin and just dabbing away at it. And it's nice because it doesn't have to be neat since you want it to have that texture on there for the bread texture. And it's nice because that bounty paper towel roll gives it that extra little textured look as well. Make sure to add a little bit of brown here and there to make it look like it has been baking in the oven. What better way to make cheese than to actually use a cheese grater? Now here you want to make sure your fondant is actually nice and hard, so you can leave it out on the counter for a while and you'll notice that it has hardened. It makes it easier to grate the cheese. And now I'm just basically going to sprinkle all those toppings on there. Before I add the actual other toppings, I will be using a steamer, and you got to be careful because it kind of melts the buttercream underneath it, and steam that cheese fondant to kind of melt it a little bit. So there you go. But like I said, it melts the buttercream underneath it a little bit, which is nice because it adds on the sauce look. But at the same time, you got to be careful that it doesn't melt it too much. If you have one of those little blowtorch thingies, you can also use that. But those I found to be very time consuming. Adding toppings onto my pizza, I actually went and got a pizza box from any pizza place and put it in there for that authentic pizza look. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.